In the name of God, my name is Mehdi Kordnavasi. This is the second movie of Chapter 4, Thinking EIT Through Service Strategy in the ITIL concept or Information Technology Infrastructure Library. Let's start the second part with overview of the service strategy processes. As I explained in Chapter 3, a process is a set of activities coordinated to achieve a specific outcome. What follow are descriptions of many activities that are required to set and manage the strategy for your IT services. You don't perform each process in isolation. You coordinate the processes to achieve an overall aim. Take a look at this picture for a quick overview of the process of service strategy. The processes are strategy management for IT services, service portfolio management, financial management for IT services, and demand management, business relationship management. Now let's knowing your services. The first is service portfolio management. Let's have some questions. Does everyone in your IT organization know what IT services you've got? Do they know what new developments are in the pipeline? Does your organization spend money in the right place? Do senior management have the right information at their fingertips to make good investment decisions? Put simply, service portfolio management is the process or a set of activities that manage your portfolio or the complete set of services. Okay, again ask the question, what's the service portfolio? According to the ITIL book, the service portfolio is the complete set of services that are managed by a service provider. A service portfolio isn't just a list of services. It's usually a set of software tools and databases you use to manage your IT service throughout the service lifecycle. The service portfolio is used to manage the entire lifecycle of all services and includes three categories of services. The first is service pipeline. This includes the services you are thinking about and those that are proposed or in development. So these are the services that are in the earliest stage of the service lifecycle, in service strategy stage or possibly the service design stage. Services that are still in the service strategy stage are those that are proposed and have a business case created for them. Therefore, a value proposition has been created and a cost-benefit analysis has been developed. But the decision about whether to approve and charter the service for introduction into the live environment has not been made. The next is a service catalog. This includes the services that are currently live, plus those you are preparing to go live. The services that are live or available for deployment. So the service catalog contains services that have been charted or approved and with money made available to develop them. Some of these services are live, others may still be in the service design or service transition stage of the life cycle. The service catalog is often managed as a separate entity. For example, when your organization starts to develop services, do you keep quiet and not tell anyone? Hopefully not. With any luck, you communicate your plans to the rest of the IT department and to the businesses or customers in order to prepare it for the new service. Think of the service catalog as a selling aid in the same way that you go into a car showroom and the salesperson show you the catalog or brochure of all of the cars that are available for you to buy. Some of the cars may be sitting on the forecourt and you can drive them away today. And some may have to be ordered for you and you may have to wait. In fact, for new models, the car manufacturer may start advertising the new vehicle and take orders well in advance of the date when the car will be available. The IT service catalog works in a similar way. Some services are available now and some are available for deployment and others can be ordered for delivery sometime in the future. The decision to move services from the service pipeline to the service catalog is often made on a case-by-case basis. It's a good idea to have a policy for how you make the decision in your organization. And the last part in this section is retired services. This includes the services that you used to offer but have now withdrawn. It can be useful to keep information about these services in case they are needed again in future. As part of the service portfolio, the section for retired services allow you to manage the withdrawal of services in a controlled manner and also provides information about any assets. It means resources or capabilities that have been released and can be redeployed elsewhere. For example, you may have come across the word portfolio in different contexts. Maybe you invest in share in the stock market. If so, your portfolio consists of all of the companies you invest in. I suspect you also maintain information about the companies you're planning to invest in order to decide on the right time to invest. You may also keep information about the companies you use to invest in case you want to reinvest. In other words, you keep information about your complete set of investments. In the next picture, the service portfolio, it illustrates how developments to a service can be managed through the life cycle by recording their status in their service portfolio. For example, when the new version of their sales service is moved into the live environment, it will be given the status of operational. Let's ask, what service portfolio management? The ITIL Service Strategy book describes service portfolio management as a dynamic method for governing investment in service management across the enterprise and managing them for value. It enables your IT organization to manage all your IT services as a complete set. This means you can understand where your assets are being used and which services consumes most assets, both resources and capabilities. A bunch of portfolios. The ITIL Service Strategy book describes several portfolios. A portfolio is simply information about a collection of things. There is no need to get confused. Each portfolio is defined in a database or a structured document and is just an organized source of information. This figure shows all the portfolios: service portfolio, customer portfolio, customer agreement portfolio, and application portfolio. As a database or a structured document used to manage applications throughout their life cycle, and which contains the key attributes of all applications. And the project portfolio, a database or a structured document used to manage projects through their life cycle, and which is used to coordinate projects. Service portfolio management enables you to answer questions and make decisions about the entire set of services. What questions would you want to ask? Well, the service portfolio should contain adequate information for you to be able to answer the following question. Why should customers buy these services? Why should customers buy these services from us? What are the pricing or chargeback models? What are our strengths and weaknesses, priorities and risks? How should our resources and capabilities be allocated? Having answered the questions, you can now use the service portfolio to make investment decisions, prioritize investments, manage resources, and approve the movement of service from one life cycle stage to the next. The boundaries between the three parts of the service portfolio can represent milestones or gateways where the project stops and senior management make a decision about whether to continue based on estimates of the time and cost involved. The picture is just a rough sample. The service portfolio should contain a lot more information to help you manage your services. Okay, thank you for watching this movie, and the next movie I will continue to talk about activities of service portfolio management. Thank you.